Okay, welcome to JPC's symbol stretch zones. Timer started on the PC, so we shouldn't have a problem. We're talking about stretching a symbol. Here's a symbol. This is the symbol right here. It's a what is it? It's called a garage, cabinet garage. Here it is in plan view. If you open this symbol up, you might want to stretch it. I haven't put any stretch zones in there, so when I stretch this symbol, it all changes. No, it doesn't. Control Z. Control Z. Oh yeah, it all stretches proportionately. Okay. Well, the spaces between the louvers get bigger, and the top and bottom styles get bigger. Watch this. See, everything got bigger. It's proportionately resized, but maybe you don't want it to proportionally resize. Suppose I stretch it in this direction here. What do you think? If I stretch it in this direction, do you think that handle at the bottom gets bigger? Do you think the styles on the left and right get bigger? Let's just see. Nope. The styles stayed the same and the handle stayed the same. So why is that? Why did it change? Why did it not change in the X when I changed in the X direction, but it did change in the, actually that's the Z direction. The first time I moved it in the Z direction, right? Well, now let's go back and decide where the origin of this symbol is. The origin of a symbol is always back, bottom, center. Back, bottom, center. Here's the plan view of this thing right here, okay? I clicked on the camera, sorry. So if I click this, see that arrow right there? That arrow points to the front. So you know where the back is. The back is behind it. The back is back here. That's where the back is, back here. Not in the front, but in the back. That's the back. That arrow points to the front. So that's the back. The bottom, of course, if you look at this thing, the bottom is way down here at the bottom. That's the bottom down there. And then back, bottom, center. The center is in the center. That's the X direction. Left to right right here. Left to right right here. So you know that's the origin right down in here. Back, bottom, center. That's important to know. Back, bottom, center. So back to the question of when I stretched it in the X direction, why did it not change proportionately? Well, let's look at this. This is out of the library. I haven't done anything with it. Open symbol. Go to sizing. Check this out. I got to look in the X's. I got these two boxes checked, -3 and +3. They've already set it up for me to change it. Let's find out where that -3 and 3 is. I'll tell you where it is. It's in the X direction. So what they did is, here's the back, bottom, center. Here's the center right here. -3 over here, they put a stretch zone outside of that handle, and +3 over here, they put a stretch zone on the other side of the handle. That's why the handle didn't change. Open symbol. Watch what happens what I do. Open symbol. Oh, US. I should use my quick keys. Sizing. Suppose I uncheck these things. I'm going to uncheck them. I don't know why I unchecked both of them. Isn't that interesting? Check that out. Oh, now I can do one or two. Okay, I unchecked both of them, okay? So now, do you think that handle's going to get bigger? I bet the handle's going to get bigger, and I think the styles on the left and right are going to get bigger. Watch this. Ah, see that? Both got bigger. That's because of where they put the stretch planes. So let's open this up again. Open symbol. Sizing. Let's put those back. So now you understand why they put the stretch zones -3 and +3. So the handle stayed the same and the style stayed the same. Now, Y is front to back. I'm going to skip that. I'm going to go to Z. I'm going to put the Z stretch zone at 0.25. I'm going to put the Z stretch zone at 0.25. Now, where do you think it's going to stretch? I think it's going to stretch 1/4 of an inch from the bottom. There's a stretch zone right 1/4 inch from the bottom. So everything's going to stay the same with the exception of the space between this bottom style and the bottom of the leg. There you go. See what happened? Suppose I open this symbol up. US. I should go to my hotkeys again, doggone it. And this time I'm going to make the stretch zone at, the height is 21 inches. I'm going to make the stretch zone at 20.5, 20.75, just down from the top, okay? So now what's going to stretch? I think what stretched before is going to stretch from here to here, and the top style will change. But all the slats will not change. The slats will not change. See that? Top style changed, and the legs changed. That's what happened. That's what I expected. So, what am I getting at here? Let's see. Let's think about this now. I think it's perfectly positioned to change in the X direction. Okay, I think that's perfect. The handle stayed the same. The left and right style stayed the same. But really, I don't want the legs on the left and the right to change. So I certainly don't want that 1/4 inch. I don't want the 20.75 because I don't want the top style to change. I guess I really just want. Let's see what happens if I change it at the 10.5 inches. 10.5. See, it's 21 inches high, isn't it? I'm just going halfway up. That's all I'm doing, going halfway up. So I'm curious to see what happens. I think maybe one slat will get bigger. Yep, there it is. One slat got bigger. So on this particular symbol, it's really not very easy to proportionally change it in the vertical direction. Now I want to show you something here. I think Joe touched on this briefly. Let me get rid of this stupid library browser. Now I want to talk about changing it in the Y direction. Y is, well, you know which Y is. Y is, if you're looking at this right here, it's front to back. That's Y. Back, bottom, center. In fact, what's interesting here is, see this bounding box? I don't think the bounding box is really the right size. It doesn't encompass the whole thing for some reason. And the bounding box is just a 1/2 inch wide. So I haven't really figured out why that bounding box is all off. So if I go to my sizing, yeah, see, the bounding box is 1/2 inch. Suppose I change it to 1 inch. Oh, yeah, I'll just change it to 1. Did you see just what happened? Did you see I just changed the size of the bounding box? So I really bet, for this to really work perfectly, I bet the bounding box should be 3/4 inch, 0.75. Yeah. It's probably 0.75. The bounding box is probably just a little bit off on this for whatever reason. I don't know why. So now let's change this thing. Let's give it a stretch zone in the Y direction. And just because I'm going to show you something, I'm going to change. Oh, I tell you what I'm going to change. I'm going to change it in the 1 inch direction. I'm going to go 1 inch behind it. Okay, I'm going to go 1 inch behind it. Now, what do you think is going to change? Nothing, because the stretch zone is outside of the symbol itself, and I'll show you that in a second. I'm putting the stretch zone at 1 inch. Where's that 1 inch located? I made it a positive 1 inch. So it's really back here. That's where the stretch zone is. It's really back here. So watch this. Watch what happens when I change this. Did the picture on the left change? No. It's because the bounding box is on the outside. I mean, the stretch zone is on the outside. Now this time I'm going to change it. I'm going to put the bounding box minus 1 inch. Again, it's outside. And now it's not going to change again. Watch this. Didn't change again, did it? Because the stretch zone is outside of the symbol. So now let me just change the bounding box to, it's 3/4 inch thick. So let's go 3/8. Should be a minus 3/8 or plus 3/8. I'm going to tell you it's a minus 3/8. I'm going to tell you it's a minus 3/8 because I'm going in this direction down the page, minus 3/8. So the bounding box the stretch zone should be right in the middle of this symbol. Now watch what happens. There you go. Now you're going to say, well, what happened to the slats? I wanted the slats to change size. Well, obviously I chose the stretch zone was too far down. So I'm going to open the symbol up again, and I'm going to change the stretch zone to minus, timer up, minus 0.25. That might do it. So now it might be, if I'm lucky, it's going to be in the louvers themselves. Oops. Nope. Let's try one more time. Open symbol. Sizing. Oh, God, how about, suppose I make it 0. So I didn't even move it. I get the stretch zone is right there. Let's just see if that did it for me. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Check this out. Watch. Look. Huh? See, I guess I got to get somewhere in there. So let's change this one more time to open symbol. I'm going to change it to sizing minus 1/16. I think that might do it. Minus 1/16. There it is. See that? That's what I wanted. If I look on the back side of it, what does the back side look like? I don't know. Yeah, there it is. There you go. Ooh, that could be a louvered vent or something, couldn't it? You know what I'm doing. Yeah. So that's the end of part 1. You know what I'm going to do next is, and if I can remember how to do this, I haven't done this in a while. Uniform stretch zone planes. Uniform stretch zone planes. I'm going to see if I can figure that out. I forgot how that worked. Uniform stretch zone planes. I have to figure that out. End of part 1.